inequality. It says, hence solve the inequality P of x is less than 0. So let's put what our P of x was. P of x was actually a cubic inequality because it would end up having x minus 3 multiplying 2x plus 3 multiplying 3x minus 1. And they said we want to solve that it is less than 0. So this is just so easy because we have the roots, which means we have the positions where our graph is going to cut the x-axis. Let's put that. All right. So what are we going to do here? What we are going to do is we're going to say, we can look for the principal values. We can say, we want to solve this inequality, right? So we're going to say, let P of, we can say first, for principal values, okay? You can write, there are many ways. You can use the graph to solve this one because it's an inequality, right? It's a cubic inequality. You can use the graph or you can use the table to find the regions. Okay, that's the only way that you can solve it. You cannot solve an inequality directly, okay? You solve it through an equation and then you just pick the regions which match what they want, okay? You can't actually say, to create an inequality and say this is less than 0, then solve it. You can't. You can only save it when it's linear, but this is not linear. This has 3x, so it would have multiplied to be a cubic. So you can't solve. The only way to do it is by doing the graph or by doing the table. So now, right now we're saying for principal values, what are we going to do for principal values? You say, for principal values, you say, let P of x be equal to 0. Remember, I said always write on the left half in case you need the other half, right? So good. So you're going to say x minus 3 multiplying 2x plus 3 multiplying 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. That's what you do for principal values. Now that means x minus 3 is equal to 0, or the other one 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, or the other one 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 3, or you're going to say x is equal to negative 3 over 2, or you're going to x be equal to 1 over 3. These are the three possible solutions for x, right? Now, these are the positions where it cuts the x-axis. Right, these are the positions. And did we put anything for the turning points or something? So here you can see, okay, we found the values and whatever. Now all we are doing is we can sketch a graph if you want. You have these three x positions, right? So you have these three x positions. You have position negative 3 over 2. You have position 1 over 3. You have position 3, right? So it's going to cut on these three positions. Right? That's what it's going to do. Now we want to see, does it actually do this, then that, or does it do down, then up, then down, okay? So what you can do is just pick a value, maybe less than negative 3 over 2, or between negative 3 over 2 and 1/3, okay? Between a negative and a positive number, which is 0, and see where your graph will be. It will tell you the rest. So I'm going to say, for P of x being equal to x minus 3 multiplying 2x plus 3 multiplying 3x minus 1, I'll say let x be equal to 0. Then I'll get P of 0 is equal to 0, 0 minus 3, okay? So it's 0 minus 3 multiplying 2 by 0, 0 minus 3 multiplying 2 by 0 plus 3, multiplying 3 by 0 minus 1, right? Which is going to be equal to 0 minus 3, that's negative 3. Multiplying 2 by 0 is 0 plus 3, that's just a positive 3. Multiplying 3 by 0 is 0 minus 1, that's a negative 1. So it's negative times positive times negative, okay? Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9, times negative 1 is positive 9. So that means in here it was somewhere above here. So that means it could only have done this, gone above, then turned, then come back down, then go back up. Okay, so this is what it actually did. So we want the regions where it is less than, where the graph is less than 0. In other words, we want the regions where it is below the x-axis. The P of x should be less than 0. And what is that? So you're going to have, it is going to be x less than negative 3 over 2. And the other time it's less than 0 is between 1/3 and 3. And 1/3 less than x, which is less than 3. These are the regions. You just do this with a graph. You just pick a test value. I picked a test value and I saw that my graph was above here, so I could have known the rest. Okay, now this is done and we can continue. Well done. We can continue with our paper and let's see how it goes. That's it. Goodbye for now. We'll meet in the next one.